Yes, well done. All started tonight by a first England goal for Morgan Rogers. Where does that place as a career moment?
Yeah, right at the top. It's a proud moment. It's a lovely moment to do it at home as well in a home nation derby, and yeah, dream come true really. It's a nice feeling.
Bukayo, your first goal for England since the Euros. Were you overdue one?
Yeah, it's been a while. I've missed a few camps, so I'm really happy to be back and obviously be back on the score sheet as well. It's nice.
It looked like it meant a lot.
It meant everything to me, so yeah, I'm happy to be back.
What was the key, especially in that first half?
I think it was just moving the ball quick. You know, the game plan we had that was set out was working. We just needed to be patient and pick our moments, which we did.
And do you feel, I think you've played every game under Thomas Tuchel, do you feel you're getting a role now, a key role in the team?
Yeah and no. I think the quality of players that we've got, the people that are here, the people that are not here, you can never be too comfortable and never think you've got a role because someone will take your place. It's just about keep progressing, keep performing and showing what I can do really and take it from there.
And is there a clear identity, Bukayo, to the team now that's building?
Yeah, 100%. I think, you can see the manager's values and what he wants in the team and how much of a team he wants us to be, and he makes it very clear. So I think we'll show that again today. I think he'll be very happy with a big percentage of the game, maybe not towards the end, but yeah.
Well done tonight, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
The people who are here, the people who aren't here, you can never be too comfortable in this team. That's what Morgan Rogers said. That internal competition is going to drive this team on, you think?
Surely as an international team, that's what you want, because that's how you're going to perform and go on to hopefully win the big trophies. You want competition in the team, and I thought he was very good with what he said there. I thought he was very balanced with what he said, because obviously with Jude not being involved and him coming in and playing and scoring his first goal, the narrative will be, oh, he's come in and what's going to happen? The fact is he's level enough to know that he's just got to keep performing to stay in there himself. That's the main thing.
We had a few shots of Thomas Tuchel in the second half. Looked a bit animated. Do you think to some extent he might be a bit frustrated by the second half?
Yeah, he might be, but it's difficult. You're making all the changes, and obviously Wales then did sit in, and Wales were obviously happy to kind of, in a sense, to lose 3-0, even though they create one or two chances. Yeah, I think he'll be a little bit frustrated, but that's part of management. He would have been delighted with the start. Look at the subs going on, and but that's the life of a manager. You're 3-0 up, but he's still frustrated because he sets high standards. It's still a good message to send the players. It'd be interesting to hear what he says after the game, because we know what he's like. He seems quite an impatient type of guy, but that's what we like about him. But overall, I think he'll be pleased enough and keep that momentum and that feel-good factor going into the next game.
He wouldn't be a poker player, would he?
No, but I think that's why people kind of like him, and I think that's why it looks like obviously the players enjoy working with him,
because they know exactly where they stand.
Yeah, you want a bit of honesty from a manager. And he doesn't necessarily always look to throw him under the bus, but he's putting demands on him, and the good players enjoy that. They want them challenges from a manager.
A lot better from Wales in the second half, and a couple of half chances as well.
Yeah,
so
they did.
All in all, I mean, bearing in mind what happened in the first half, I think Craig Bellamy will get out here and go, OK, it wasn't great first half, we move on to Monday.
You'd be disappointed with the first half, of course, and I think there are some positives to take out in the second half. I think Pickford's made 2 great saves, and we should score from the header. Mark Harris has just come on. I think it was great link play. He gets the ball wide. David Brooks has put an unbelievable ball into the box. That's Brooksy there, back post getting it, and Sparky will be disappointed with the header. So they've had a better second half, give a better account of themselves second half.
Well, it's credit to Pickford as well. I've been critical of him over the years, but when he doesn't get much to do, but when he's called upon, sign of a good goalkeeper, good concentration level.
This is the one, isn't it? As Rob says, what a ball that is.
You know what? That's I don't know if they would have given it. I don't know if he'd push him in the back, but I think that he's just got it all wrong. In the end, he's kind of behind it, and it's a great ball. It's at a great height. You just got to get your forehead on that, get it on target. And, it's just a poor finish, really.
Yeah. The damage done in the first half, obviously, from Wales' point of view. Well, and England know, this competition for places up front. Yeah. 5-0 last time, 3-0 this time. You need to put down a marker as one of those attacking players.
Well, ideally, you see, you look at Ollie Watkins. He scored a goal, but unfortunately, he's had to go off. So where does that leave him? In respects of he's probably will be in the squads and probably be, you'll have to say he's going to be in the squad for the World Cup, but he wants to get a run at it. He wants to have a real run and play some games and feel like if Harry Kane's not playing, I am going to be the one.
I am definitely the next cab off the rank.
That's what he needs. And even here, sniffing this out, it's not many times in an international game you're going to get 2 touches on a yard out from goal. So you can see where Wales were in that respect, but you've got to be there to finish that. You know, you've got to be there to finish that. Hopefully you get confidence from it and get momentum and his season will start.
Saka, you could see what it meant to him and the relief to him.
Yeah, it's a big boost for him. You can see it after the game. He's probably getting back up to speed. We've seen him doing this many times. Fantastic. Poor from Wales. You give Saka time like this, the quality, gets his foot around at the pace. As soon as he left his foot, you know he's going in the back of the net. And the challenge from within the English squad is great. And Riley make the point about getting the squad. But the top lad, you want to be in that starting 11. Yeah. That's the big challenge for you. And getting in the 11 and staying there.
Do you think that Craig Bellamy's got a decent idea of the way he wants to line up on Monday? Because this is so key, this game. We should just tell everybody that Wales's performance in the Nations League was so good that even if they don't win the group and qualify automatically, they've every chance of a playoff game. But clearly they want to beat Belgium and try and qualify automatically.
100%, of course they will. They want to finish top of the group, let me tell you. And if they finish second, great. If not, they have got the luxury of a playoff because of the Nations League. But he'll have learnt a lot from tonight's game, and that's what it would have been about. He won't overthink it. He'll draw a line under it and move on to Monday, and full focus will now be on Monday, no doubt. But Craig and his staff would have learnt a lot last night, because I think, taking Belgium aside, I think this is the first real test that they've had against top opposition. So lessons learned from tonight.
England flying into a 3-0 lead in the first 20 minutes, playing with purpose and pace. Rob, that's the England point of view. What's happened to Wales?
Well, a disappointing first 45 minutes, obviously. Take away Saka's wonder strike. I think you'd be really disappointed with the 2 goals they've conceded from set plays, you know, and one in second phase defending as well. So you've got to take charge and clear the ball when it comes into the box. But they'll be really disappointed with certainly 2 of the 3 goals.
And the intensity with which England have played, they've actually picked up where they left off in Serbia, isn't it? I think that might please Thomas Tuchel as much as anything.
Yeah, they have. I think they have started with a lot of intensity. You'd expect that from them, you know, especially with Wales, with the lack of press at the front, I thought, especially when you see the lead up to the first goal. This is obviously in the first goal, but this is what led up. I thought by now they would have been engaging and doing something to stop England and slow them down a bit. Maybe a mid-block. You see Jed Spencer's run is good. Opens the space up for Gordon, and then all of a sudden you've got that situation over on that right-hand side. Morgan Rogers makes a good move, and this is very, very good save. This is a brilliant save. And then obviously off of the back of this one, Poogs, they scored a goal. But from the goal, it was Mark Gahey who keeps this alive and gets it back in the box. And again, you see a lot of players in there from Wales, but no one really doing anything.
So many defenders there, Rob. You would think that somebody should be able to take charge.
Somebody's got to take charge. Somebody's got to step up and take charge. But the problem is when you zone mark from the initial set piece, then it's who takes responsibility for the second phase when the ball comes in. Yeah, like I said, they'd be really, really disappointed with the 2 goals.
That's the danger when you have so many players back. Someone thinks someone's going to do the job, and they all end up 7, 8 players ball watching in your box.
And actually very similar for the second goal as well. Look how many red shirts are back
they're just not competing. Wales, they obviously had a poor start, never recovered from it. England have dominated in every aspect, quality-wise, physicality-wise. Watkins obviously doing with any good striker. Just standing Johnny on the spot. It's a righty type of goal, but they're in there again, a lot of Welsh players back, but nobody quite doing the job. It's like they're shell-shocked. Yeah. It's like, I don't want to be too harsh on them. It's like they're a lower league team, have gone to play a Premier League team in the FA Cup. They just can't compete. And of course,
is this the one where you could say defensively there's not a lot more that Wales could do? Well, we all know what Saka wants to do.
Well, yeah, you know what he wants to do, but then again, you'd like to think that you know that Saka wants to come inside there. So if he does come inside, you want the second person to engage him. You don't want him to get too far across, because he'll do that. Yeah, that's what he'll whip it in there.
I've had this argument before where you see brilliant players like Saka coming in, but you've got to get somebody across. We see he does this weekend. We got where he's shooting or crossing it. So we can make a lot of excuses for the Welsh players. They're like shell-shocked, they've not recovered from it. You still have to do the basics right. We said before the game about going out and enjoying it, but you have to compete. Yeah. They've not competed.
Second 45 minutes, how critical for Wales with this big game on Monday night? They don't want a thumping here tonight, Rob. In terms of what that would damage the confidence.
Damage limitation. He'll make changes. It's not about the result tonight now. He'll have one eye on Monday, absolutely. And he'll be disappointed with the first 45 minutes. What I will say is when you set out a team to play like he wants to play, in an ideal world, sounds brilliant. But when you're coming against top-class players, if you don't get the press right to the top of the pitch, they'll play through. And at times, it's OK to go, do you know what, we'll just go mid-block for 5 minutes. Let's just be nice and compact from top to bottom. And then play to our strengths sometimes on the counter-attack.